Hey, what up, y'all? It's your G Twist P. You already know. So this segment here, I'm thinking to name it either the Unification lecture or the lecture of unification. I don't know what I want to. I think I'm gonna name it the first one. But anyway, let me get down to it because I already did the spiritual um studies. So now I want to do what you call the unification lecture because yes, I started with God first. This is why I did that first one first because God's first. And if you look up in my tags, it says that it says God first. So if you look up God first, it should be on that list of things that represent God first because I chose God first in explaining something to y'all. You understand where I'm coming from? So the next priority is unifying my people. You gotta think about the police brutality that's going on in the black and the poor communities. I want you to understand something. You don't hear about Italians being brutalized and murdered by police. In all actuality, when you think about it, they have a mob. All right, go to Brooklyn, over there by the Eastern Parkway. They have actually a Jewish neighborhood. Do you hear about cops going in their neighborhood and brutalizing or killing Jewish people? No, but it's in our communities, and this is why I'm trying to tell you, we need to unify. All right, for example, this is why unification works, okay? Because, all right, let's say you ever been to the bookings or anything like that. Now, when you're in the bookings, right, for whatever, miscellaneous things you could be there for, right? If you have family coming there looking for you, if you have family or friends that's going to put a house up or got the money for your bail, and or if you have family that's putting up money for a paid lawyer, any of those things automatically makes it so that they are ready to reduce the charges because you have someone that they recognize you for having family. You see what I'm saying? Now you go up in the bookings and you don't have nobody. Like let's say you're from California and you're in New York, you know what I'm saying, state bookings, and they're gonna throw the book at you. You have nobody. So it's just like we do whatever we want to. But if they know you got people that care for you, that's on the outside of this judicial system, what they're doing to you, they're gonna give you, they're gonna be easier on you. And the reason why is because they respect that unification. So they're gonna be a little bit more easy on you. And this is what I'm trying to basically break down to you. We need to unify so that we can work together to put a stop to the brutality that's going on in our communities. It's going on in the black and the poor communities, and we need to stop that. We need to put a stop to it. And that's real. So the only way we're gonna get this is if we unify. Because once they see we're together, then how are they gonna brutalize us? How are they gonna kill us if we working together? If they know that, you know what I'm saying, we're working together and we know each other and we have respect for each other, eventually they're gonna have to respect us with that same respect. It don't matter if you got a badge on. You can't get away with murder. And that's what we need to do. We need to unify. We need to get serious. You know what I'm saying? Look at these other races out here. You see what I'm saying? For example, nationalities I will use. For example, like I said, the Italians, they got the mob. You know what I'm saying? They got the Costa Nostra. But do you hear cops brutalizing and murdering these people? They do their thing and they still get respect from the PDs in whatever town, city that they reside in. They still get that respect. Yeah, they might have attention there because they don't like snitches and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, they're not brutalizing and killing the poor people within their neighborhood or the middle class or the rich. They're not messing with them like that. They're letting these people live their life. You see what I'm saying? A full-term life. Whatever happens to them is either from the social circles and or they live there. This is what their body was able to handle for how much is long, depending on what's going on with them. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to show you is that we need to unify. We need to get serious about this. This is very important. And the reason why I called this one a lecture is because I'm trying to keep on introducing you the idea of us unifying, and it's kind of like this makes us allow for our own people to be more closer to our intimate life. And when I mean intimate life, I don't mean just sex. I mean the things that are so near and dear and personal to us. So we need to start learning how to be close and give each other space so we can live our lives. You see what I'm saying? And when we could do that, when it's time to start policing our own communities, we can do it in a certain way. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? We need to unite. Unity. The saying is, united we stand, divided we fall. I said that in a song. I said it a little bit differently. The name of the song is called Thug Heaven. I said, united we stand. Instead, they divide us for our fall. In God we trust. That means we stick together and keep God in us. You know what I'm saying? Watch our kids on the street because they're cops with no God in them. There's a time for everything, and now it's time for them to change the policy and law about killing unarmed men. Police our own communities. It will mend these problems of our unity. You see what I'm saying? Generation genocide. If we don't tell them the truth, my G. That's why I'm telling you this. Because if I don't tell you, I am a part of genocide. Generation genocide. If we don't tell them the truth, my G. Hit them where it hurts. Political Wall Street. Now I get to actually explain something that I feel that we need to make a play on. We need to figure out who is working with these Republicans that want to see life harder for us because they want more money for the rich. We need to start finding out these big major companies that are sponsoring these Republican candidates like Trump. You know what I'm saying? And I guess Mitt Romney, I want to say, but I could be wrong. Or John McCain and all that, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is these people getting their sponsorship from? Who is doing this? So we need to stop spending money in them. I'm just making an example. If it's Banana Republic, right? We need to stop buying Banana Republic. You see what I'm saying? If this all these oil and gas companies, we need to find a way to find an oil and gas company with people that something like us or at least respect us, and we're going to spend all our money with them to build them up so that they can have a place in America. You know what I'm saying? Foreign business. This is what needs to happen. Y'all want to keep going outside of the country? Us as a people need to start. At one point, Muammar Gaddafi was sending free I want to say free, but donating big giant barrels of oil to the Black and Latino communities. You see what I'm saying? For example, all right, the president of South America, of one of the countries, because we know South America is a continent, but it's a whole bunch of, it's like, you know, more than 5 different countries, but one of the presidents of South America, or Brazil, whatever, Colombia, one of the presidents of South America actually was donating oil to the poor people in America. Okay, we even had the president of Cuba actually do stuff for some people in America. You see what I'm saying? But the American government kind of tries to oust that. Notice what happened to Muammar Gaddafi. He actually donated money to the Black and poor community, but with barrels of oil. And look at what our U.S. government did to him. Not saying that he was all good. I don't know what he really did. I don't know if he's guilty of what he did. Maybe he was. Maybe he was doing a lot of positive, and then those few, or he did enough negative to where we had to take him out. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. But at the end of the day, you start thinking about these things. We need someone like that we can invest into, because we need to have a political party that is sponsored and funded by the people that are really looking out for us. Like I said, we need to stop spending money with these same companies that are using the same money that we spend to overthrow us and put these people in the office, giving them all this money to put them in office, okay? To make the laws, the policies of the United States still work in favor for the rich and not for the real people who are us, the poor and the middle class. You know what I heard? I'm going to say this, I'm going to end it off with this. Someone told me that, you know why they have a rich, middle, and poor class in America, particularly? All right, the rich don't have to pay no taxes, okay? But because they have so much money, they are able to influence the politicians. The politicians are using that in a sense like this. So now you got the middle class. The middle class is paying all the taxes, but they don't have no real relationship with the politicians. Okay, the politicians are going like, yeah, we're friends, but they never trying to really follow up what you do. Because as soon as you be like, hey, what happened to that law that you were supposed to pass? Oh, well, I didn't get enough votes. And just keep selling you that dream. Like, listen, keep voting for me. You think that Trump is your friend? He's not. And then you have the poor class only for this, all right? You know that poor, because the poor class can't pay taxes, right? Because they're poor, right? So when you have them there, they're there to scare the middle class. So the middle class does not stop working. They do not boycott. They do not do anything to stop paying taxes. You're going to keep working as a middle class worker. You're paying taxes for the rich and the poor. And every time you see the poor, it scares you. So you're going to continue to work, okay? You're going to work in the way that they want you to. And when you try to work independently and try to do what the rich class do, you better do it accordingly to their rules and regulations. And I'm not only talking about what's the policies in the books, but what also goes on in their social world for them to conduct business. Because if you don't, you're not going to get nowhere. I have been a rap artist, indie rap artist, for more than 5 years, probably even like 10 years. And I haven't gotten nowhere. And one of the reasons why I feel is because I'm not following the trend of the elite in the industry as well as the middle class in the industry. I am actually behaving like someone who's doing, contracting landscaping. As far as music, I'm going to talent shows. I'm going to open mics. I'm not doing shows yet. I was almost to that degree, and the group that I was working with, Peace and Iron Bars, they weren't ready because all of them had drug problems. And due to that, it's like they're in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And then when they're on them drugs, you don't want to be around them because they'll turn on you. They'll make someone murder you. See what I'm saying? These people were really about that street life. See what I'm saying? So it was just like for me, it was like, let me just get out of this before shit get real. And I did have issues with certain individuals. Now, me having issues with them, it wasn't no detrimental life death situation. But at the end of the day, I was trying to show you. You have a problem with someone in the drug game, they probably don't even have to have no ill intentions towards you. But once they start relaying it to other druggies, you could wind up losing your life. You see what I'm saying? And that's just real with you. This is real like that. Like I'm going through that right now. Like Iron Will, I had to shut him down the other day. Let him know, like, I know what you did with messing up the beat for the performance. How you've been sabotaging our movement. How you've been telling me that you don't have a studio no longer. You can make beats, but you can't record music and all of that, right? But then you're recording other artists. And artists is coming to me like, oh, it's like you lying to me. All right, okay. So I cut him off. I confronted him and I cut him off. Next thing you know, the basketball coach from CCC, Tony B, is starting to beef with me. But to be real with you, our album was supposed to be released through the album, through Cayuga Community College. So the bigger heads that's controlling the college, most likely they don't have really knowledge. Like Steve, the real head guy of the communications program and music program in CCC, he probably doesn't know what's going on. But Tony does because he was coaching the guys that was trying to fight me, you know what I'm saying, when I was going to CCC. So now he got a hard time. All right, so we're not going to go too deep in that because after he did what he did, like act like he was going to fight me and beat me up, he never said nothing else to me. I mean, yeah, he gave me a nasty look like once. The funny thing about when he gave me that nasty look, I had a teacher next to me. So a teacher knows that he's a coach at the college. And they're like, that's bad conduct. He can lose his job for that. That's harassment. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, it's all good, whatever. But, so I got to make this short. What I'm trying to show you, this lecture is about unity at all and all. And unification is so hard because, like I said, I did the song and sabotage right away. You see what I'm saying? And in that same breath, I'm looking at it like, dang, like so much people are trying to destroy the unification. It's there, but they're not going to show you their face. So anyone who's authentically wanting to unify, please get in contact with me. You can contact with me at sunrays1@gmail.com. I would rather you contact me on Facebook. Even though I'm not on Facebook how I used to be, I still do check my inbox messages on Facebook, and I check to see who's communicating with me. If you communicate to me through TwistP, you might not get a response as fast as you want, but if you do contact me through my Headhigh page, you'll definitely get a response way more faster because I'm more on that page than I am on my TwistP page. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we need to work together and get things right, because if we don't, guess what's going to happen? We're going to keep going through this. Police is going to continue to brutalize our black men and children. And not only black men, rest in peace to Sarah Blaine. And I only want to say rest in peace, rest in paradise, because you're a beautiful black woman and what they did to you was wrong. And I feel like just turn yourself in, bro. Just turn yourself in. Whatever officer did her dirty like that, turn yourself in. Even if there is solid proof that she did something to herself, y'all did something to her for her to do that, and y'all need to turn yourself in. You don't need, turn your badge and turn your gun in. Stop trying to help people when you really are just a bad mind, evil person making this, the U.S. law system, wrong and faulty. And sometimes I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I be sitting here, and it's the first time I'm probably say this on there. I be like, yo, Putin, president of Russia, please get involved, because some of us U.S. citizens are outcasts of these social groups, and you can use us to show how inhumane the government works with certain people. Like, for example, like I was saying, like, you go down to the government public assistance, if you don't have a drug problem, they ain't helping you. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm being told, oh, you got a whole bunch of government grants. You just got out of jail. That's a government grant. You have a drug problem. That's a government grant. That's money for the public assistance program. You know what I'm saying? That's money that goes into there. So they're more for that. You don't got no drug problem. You don't have no jail record or on probation. They don't want to help you because it's nothing that, they're like, do it yourself. You don't got no real problem. Nothing stagnating. So we ain't helping you. Ain't no government grant money or anything, or no tax cuts for you as a clean person. And it's crazy. You would want all the clean people to get clean first, and then you do all the people with these drug problems and, you know what I'm saying, criminal records that deems them, or I would say stagnates them from getting a good job or a job period. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, let's get it together. But it's not going on like that. That's why we need to unify so that we can be on a level where we can get together. Not only get together to keep police from brutalizing and killing us, but also to create small businesses to get our people, the poor and the black people, employed, criminal record or not. Because the unemployment rate is still unacceptable. I don't care if Obama is the president of the United States right now. The unemployment rate is still unacceptable. It was before Obama was in office, and I'm quite sure it's still going to be when he's out of office, okay? So another thing I want to say, and I'm about to end it right here, on this note, all right? Remember, we need to start paying attention to everything, okay? Because if we don't, things are going to get real bad. We do not need, we need to stop supporting these Republican sponsors, the people that sponsor Republicans. We need to stop spending money. If it's a gas company, we need to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we need to start working together. We need to unify, end police brutality and the murder of the poor people. We need to create jobs so that our people can have jobs, so that the middle class stop being scared of becoming the poor class. So we need to start our own small businesses that create jobs for our people, and we do not solely rely on what the rich class has planned with the politicians for the middle and the poor class. We need to get out of that. So this is what I have to say. Yes, this is a lecture, and the reason why it's a lecture is because I'm trying to introduce something. It's just like a parent trying to teach their kids about sex for the first time. It could be very nerve-wracking. At the same time, it could be something that is needed if you want your child to get somewhere in life. That's what I say. You know what I'm saying? Generation genocide. If we don't tell them the truth, my G, hit them where it hurts. Political Wall Street. So in those, I'm saying it in words without the rhymes and the lyrics. I'm saying it in full sentences so you can understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And that's where it works at. So I just want to thank y'all for watching. It's your G Twist P, aka Ray Headhigh Simpson. All right, also known as Don's Army. Don's Army is a subscriber of my name, Raymond S. See what I'm saying? Raymond Simpson. And I did that years ago. I copywritten and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm working very hard mentally to build up the proper thoughts that I know that needs to be put out in the front for all the social groups. Let's stop the madness and let's work together. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying for y'all. And I hope that y'all are praying for me and everyone who is already praying for me. Thank you. Because I believe that this is the reason why I'm still here. This is why I'm able to make this video. For all you evil individuals, I'm still praying for you too. Hopefully the Most High changes and softens your heart so that you can actually work with us. And if not work with us, work with certain other individuals to just be positive. That's all we need. We need to bring a better day. It's your G Twist P once again. Thank you for watching. One.